LS Gaming 42066 is now live. Streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator. Let's learn Microsoft Flight Sim. Aiden Gaming said good job working with the songs, they're great. LS Gaming said thanks, I appreciate that BM. Aiden Gaming said also what happened on Rec Room where you about to stream. OS Gaming said, "Oh, my room glitched out and got deleted, so I have messaged RR to help get it back."
Dancing on the rings of Saturn, chasing comets, tails in the heart of the Milky Way, where the cosmic wind prevails. Nebulae in shades of blue and stars that soft and gleam. Dancing on the rings of Saturn, chasing comets, tails in the heart of the Milky Way, where the cosmic wind prevails. Nebulae in shades of blue and chasing comets, tails in the boundless tales in the heart of living our dreams, of living our dreams. Dancing on the rings of Saturn, chasing comets, tails, living our dreams.
What's up, guys? So we're going to try Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't know how we're going to do this. We're going to do a keyboard and mouse or with a controller. Yeah, and my rec room got like glitched out. And it like, I don't know what happened. It like deleted itself. It was weird. It didn't boot me out of the room or anything. Rec room's fixing it, so hopefully. If you guys played this game, let me know which one's the best. Keyboard and mouse or Xbox controller. When I used to play Flight Sim X, I used to use a controller, so like a controller for some stuff, and then keyboard and mouse for like instruments and stuff. I've never played this one, so this is all gonna be new. So, if you guys don't know how to play this game, we'll learn together. If you guys do, you guys can drop some tips in the comments. Much appreciated. Right. So let's go over basic controls. Adjust camera position inside and outside the cockpit. Interact with instruments and open the toolbar menu. Alright, that's something new. So a Cessna. These are pretty easy to fly. We'll see how everything goes. It's been like 5 years or something since I played Flight Sim X. We'll be rusty at first. It'll be alright. Shouldn't be too hard though. once we get things going, we'll probably do some like group flying. Everybody can join. We'll do some group flying stuff. Glad y'all are liking the music. Do appreciate that. Some of it is on Spotify already. Some of it's getting put on Spotify. Got 3 songs for the next album. That's getting done. Might help if we hit some sound. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Welcome to Sedona. I'm Captain Jess Molina, and I'll be your instructor. For this lesson, we're going to start on the ground and focus on some basic concepts. Fundamentals every pilot needs to know before hitting the skies. This is your plane, a classic, the Cessna 152. Take a look around it. In the simulator, anytime you want, you can easily switch to cursor mode.
Aiden Gaming
The cursor is
said, "Do
handy
you
for
know the movie
interacting
called
with
Trap?
menus
30
and
police
cockpit
officers,
controls
a
or
trap, and
instruments.
1 killer."
As you can see,
No, I
activating
don't
the
know that
cursor
movie.
also displays the toolbar. The toolbar is a quick access menu that allows you to control various aspects of the simulation. Try to find and open the basic controls panel. The basic controls panel is a useful reminder of the button layout for the devices you're currently using. Now try to find and open the camera panel in the toolbar. The camera panel allows you to access the various views and camera modes of the simulation. Go ahead and close all the panels for now. Right now, we are in the external view mode. Let's switch to cockpit view next. In front of you is the yoke, the primary means of controlling the aircraft. In the simulation, you'll be controlling the aircraft with your peripherals of choice. So let's hide the yoke for now. Some instruments allow multiple interactions.
Oh, okay.
For example, rotating a dial clockwise or counterclockwise. In these cases, you need to lock the cursor onto them in order to interact. For example, take a look at the clock in the middle of the dashboard. Go ahead and lock the cursor on it. Now change the clock time. You can unlock the cursor once you're ready.
Alright, we'll set it to our time. There, that's like that.
For now, we're done with the cursor, so go ahead and hide it. All right, as we've seen, when you want to look around you, it's easy to rotate the camera. But you can also move it freely in the cockpit to get a better view of anything you want to see. Even through a window to look outside. Pro tip, once you find a camera position you like, you can save a shortcut to easily get back to that view anytime.
Aiden Gaming
Now, reset the camera to its
said,
original
"So this is
position.
an airplane simulation."
Then try switching to your custom one again.
Yeah, this is flight sim.
Alright, that covers all the main camera functions available in the simulation. Try to familiarize yourself with them a bit more. Then reset the camera to its original position whenever you're done. Great.
Yeah, so this is Microsoft Flight Sim, like what pilots and stuff get trained on. Alrighty, so we did all that. Alright, get familiar with the aircraft main controls and instruments, the yoke to control ailerons, the elevation, the rudder pedals to control the rudder and the steering on the ground, the throttle and RPM indicator, the airspeed indicator and altimeter. Okay. Yeah, see, this is totally different from Flight Sim X. Like, totally different. You couldn't hide your yokes. You had to zoom in. I think you had to, like, press a button on your keyboard. Use your mouse to zoom in, zoom out type thing.
Let's get you familiar with the aircraft, a Cessna 152, and a few commands to navigate it through the skies. In front of you is the yoke. The yoke is like a steering wheel, more or less. Turn it left or right to control the ailerons and bank the aircraft into turns. Look at the trailing edge of the wings while turning the yoke to see the effect on the ailerons. Okay.
Oh, that's
Now,
weird.
the difference between the yoke and a steering wheel is you can pull or push on the yoke. This controls the elevator at the back of the aircraft to make it climb or descend.
This messing
Look at the
around.
horizontal stabilizer while you pull on the yoke. You can see how it affects the elevator. Nice. Down at your feet are the rudder pedals. They steer the aircraft when you're on the ground. The upper part of the pedals also
The
control your
Stairmaster.
brakes. In the air, they control the rudder at the end of the vertical stabilizer to yaw the aircraft. This is mostly for small corrections, for coordinating turns or compensating for a plane's tendency to pull left during
shark.
takeoffs and climbs. Look at the vertical tail while operating the pedals to see the effect on the rudder. Great.
Flapping her tail.
Last but not least, the throttle is located near the center of the cockpit. Pushing forward will increase power. Pulling back will decrease power. First, look at the throttle and select it. Keep it selected and push it forward to increase power.
Okay.
Power is increased. Now, pull it back to decrease power. Power is decreased. Now we'll do the same without focusing on it. Deselect the throttle.
Already
Look
hit.
away from the throttle and increase power. Set your throttle to idle.
How do you want me to do that? It's not working, lady. says hold B to decrease throttle. Okay.
Excellent.
Okay, there we go. Finally worked.
When the engine is on, you'll be able to see the power change on your RPM indicator. You'll find it on the right side of the dashboard. This tells you how fast the engine is spinning in hundreds of revolutions per minute. Next, take a look at your current speed on the airspeed indicator. It's on the left in the main instrument panel. It measures the speed in knots. To check your altitude, look to the altimeter. It's on the right side of the main instrument panel. The altimeter has 3 hands, similar to a clock. The long, thick pointer indicates 100-foot intervals. The short, thick one is 1,000-foot intervals. And the long, thin one, 10,000-foot intervals. That's all for today. Next time, we'll see how it feels in the air.
We're gonna crash. We are gonna crash. Why don't they just have like a next button? Like the next one. This lets you get familiar with the aerial surroundings. Performance of simple maneuvers. Post division from your perspective. Blah 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 blah. Alright. Blah 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 blah. We'll get familiar with it. We'll see how things go. Awesome, man. People said they listen to my music at the gym. That's awesome. A lot of people wouldn't tell me that my music. It's like gym style music. Dude, I don't mind. As long as people are enjoying.
I've got to say, you chose a great day to go flying. This session, we'll get started with some basic controls. Sound good?
No.
First things first, let's
We're
get
at the
familiar
heights.
with your surroundings.
We're
Out
gonna
your
crash.
side windows, you can see we have great visibility over Sedona today. This is Red Rock
Oh my
territory.
gosh.
Beautiful, isn't it?
No.
See if you can spot the Sedona airport. The runway should be a pretty easy landmark to find. There you go. Visual confirmation.
I
of
would
the
have never got
airport.
that. I guess I could see the landing strip a little bit. Hopefully they ain't gonna like try to make me land this thing right now. Jeez. I don't even know the controls hardly. We're at 7,000. Or almost 6.5, my bad. Almost 6.5. Almost going 100 knots.
We already talked about basic controls while we were on the ground. Time to see how it all feels in the air. The The aircraft is currently set to a cruise attitude, the position it should be in for regular flight. Alright, now let's try banking into a turn by moving the yoke. I'll go first.
She's a demon. They're not moving. The yokes are not moving. She's a demon. She's possessing my aircraft.
As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. Go ahead and try rolling to the right. You have controls.
Oh, damn.
Turn right, toward the city of Sedona. Excellent. As we're flying towards Sedona, let's try climbing up and down. Gently pull on the yoke to climb. Give it a try. That's good.
We're gonna crash.
For the descent, it's the same principle, except you're pushing on the yoke. Go ahead, gently pitch down. Next time, be a bit more gentle on the controls.
Oh, I'm just messing with you, lady.
Okay, time to find the airport again. Look around, and when you found it, make a turn in that direction.
It's under us, lady. Dude, we're gonna crash. So that's the airport right there. We're probably way too much pitch, to be honest. Where's the airport, lady? Ah, there it is.
Make sure any control movements are soft and gentle.
No, we're just gonna crash.
Now that you're more familiar with the aircraft and the surroundings, the next step is to go deeper into handling and techniques. Soon enough, you'll be able to enjoy trips all on your own.
I'll say that one. I was just messing with the lady, like over banking and stuff like that. Kind of gotta mess with them. What's up, man? You just dropping by to show some support? We're gonna need a lot of support on this one. Altitude pitch. Alright. Cruise altitude, descent altitude, climb altitude. Altitude for first aircraft. Alright, yeah. We were already messing around with that just a minute ago. That's why that lady's like, be careful. Main thing, I just gotta learn all the controls again. I already know how to fly aircraft and stuff. Gotta know all the like actual controls.
To help demonstrate pitch, I've drawn 3 lines on the windshield. Notice how the middle line matches the horizon while we're flying level. This is the cruise attitude. The lower dotted line is the climb attitude, and the upper one is the descent attitude. Let's dig deeper into what that means.
You mean
Pull back
altitude?
gently on the yoke until the climb attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude. According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude.
Really?
But we're losing airspeed, proving you can't avoid basic physics while making a climb.
I think my
That's good.
controller is a little messed up.
Now let's level back out.
My controller
Our
won't like
speed is
stay
increasing
steady.
and our altitude is stable.
Like this is me
Alright.
holding it. Me letting
Push
go.
gently on the yoke until the descent attitude line matches the horizon. Then maintain that attitude.
It's altitude, lady, not attitude.
As expected, with a nose down attitude, our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up. Great. Okay, bring us back to level flight. Now your speed is decreasing and your altitude is stable. That's
And
okay.
It's hard to make
Try to make only
gentle
small
stuff.
adjustments to your pitch to avoid overcorrection.
Oh, we got a B. Yeah, I think my joystick's a little weird. Turn. You will have to move the yoke in the direction you want to go and maintain side slip. Oh, I missed the whole the side slip ball centered with a small rudder. Alright, yeah. It's just telling us to be like level and turn at the same time. We're getting her though. How many y'all in chat's got this game? Maybe we'll set up like a group flight one of these days. Well, I'll pick a location to go to.
For this lesson, we're going to use a line drawn on the windshield to indicate the cruise attitude. I've also added another dotted line to help you bank properly for left turns. Gently move the yoke to the left until the dotted line matches up with the horizon. Then maintain that bank. That's good. Now let's see you level back out.
Already did,
All right. For the next step, turning to the right, let's see how you do on your own without any markings. At the top of your attitude indicator, there's a series of notches representing 10 degrees each. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. Start banking right until you're lined up with the second notch to the right on the attitude indicator. Then maintain that 20-degree bank while remaining at the same altitude until I ask you to stop.
Alright, we're getting this down again.
Nice. Level us back out now. Great. Wow, great job.
Yeah, I think I got some like drift in my analog. So we got an A on that one. That wasn't too bad. We're getting her. command to adjust the aircraft power setting display on the RPM tachometer. In this exercise, you will maintain the same cruise altitude and reduce and increase the RPM to see the effect of the power change, adjust airspeed and altitude. Okay. Let's see if we can do this today. It's a pretty fun game so far. Took forever. That's why we didn't stream yesterday. This was like updating. I think I had like 170 some odd gigs to update.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 152, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
They gonna work?
Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's throttle back up to 2400 RPM. Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well. Keep working on it, you'll get better.
Alright, now my B button's working. Alright, so now what I'm supposed to do. What, you just like 86th or so? She's like, nope. Not today. Where's this airport at?
Left the training airspace, you need to go back.
Lady, you weren't even doing anything, lady. Oh, we're hitting turbulence. That's just me, by the way. This is me messing around. There's literally no objectives. She's like 86. I don't know why.
Let's talk about the throttle. If you have the need for speed, then the throttle's for you. Full control over the power output of the engine. In the Cessna 152, that relates directly to the RPM displayed on the tachometer. Pull back on the throttle to reduce RPM to 1800.
So they want us to maintain the altitude line while we do this.
Look how your speed and altitude are also decreasing. Excellent.
See it, lady.
Okay, let's throttle back up to 2400 RPM. Your speed is increasing now. As long as you maintain the same attitude, your altitude will keep climbing as well. That's good. That was excellent. With piston planes like this Cessna, it's common to have power targets defined in RPM.
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so she broke the first time. Straight level flight. Managing trim for smooth flight, okay. Yeah, so this is our heading. This is what we're gonna need a lot right here. Especially if we're going through clouds and stuff. Trying to find airports. That's our RPM gauge. Comms. All our radio stuff. Don't know if this plane has it should, but I don't know if it has autopilot or not. Usually up through here. Might be here too on this plane. This might be our autopilot here. Oh, we're learning. Appreciate y'all's thumbs up. Do appreciate that. Give me 1 second. Let me grab a drink before we start doing this. Yeah, I think my Xbox controller's got a little drift to it. I don't know if you guys could notice, like, when I let go, it'll start pitching down. So when we start getting, like, autopilot and stuff working, we'll be good to go.
In this lesson, let's take a look at the relationship between attitudes and power settings. Attitude plus power equals performance. We are currently at 5,500 feet in a cruise attitude. The aircraft's nose is positioned under the horizon and cruise power is at 2,300 RPM.
Okay, so I gotta have it slightly up a little bit.
Try to reduce power to 2,000 RPM while maintaining 5,500 feet.
Ooh, that's way too much.
That's okay.
There we go.
You probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up. You could could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control. Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down. Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle.
Way too far down. Now we're going up too much. We gotta gain some. Yeah, see, I kind of got to do this manually.
Keep working on it, you'll get better. You put your plane in a dangerous situation.
Yeah, that was my fault, lady.
You probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up. You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control. Probably better to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down.
So I get a little bit of drift in my analog stick.
Try
left
adding
analog.
trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle.
They want us 55, so. Hopefully this is good. Yeah, my analog stick's just gonna be drifting now this one. Well, let's get to 55. And then we'll slowly hold the analog stick and see if that'll work.
working on it. You'll get better.
There we go. Kind of had to rig that one.
Increase power to 2300 RPM while maintaining 5500 feet. Get us back to a cruise attitude. That's okay. Now, adjust the trim. That's good.
Okay.
Additional practice will help, don't worry. The way I
help
was
we
taught,
had
when
actually.
you adjust the trim, you make course changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke. Then small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude. If you feel your pitch slipping and need to get
that's
back to the proper
transponder
attitude,
stuff.
don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim. That's the key to straight and level flight.
So we getting there. Kind of got to rig it a little bit because my analog stick. That's why we only got a C on that one. We getting there. If I let go of my left stick, nose will automatically be pitched down.
The art of maneuvering a plane through the air isn't
That's
a
me
mystery
letting
to you
go.
anymore. Now
guys
it's
can
time
see
to
it
test
actually
the
coming
skills
down.
you've learned. As you can see, we're cruising at 6,000 feet on a north heading of 360 degrees. Start by descending to 5,500 feet while maintaining a northerly heading. When you feel ready, start descending.
Descending, lady.
While descending, reduce throttle to avoid overspeed.
Try not to descend too much all at once. About right there.
That's okay. Now climb to 6,000 feet and turn to a south heading. On the Cessna 152, you need full power to climb effectively.
We don't want to go too high. Fast, though. south. If I can see that though. Alright, we almost there. We're a little bit high.
Nice. All right, next exercise. Maintain your heading of 180 degrees. Stay at 6,000 feet and adjust your airspeed to 80 knots. Go ahead and reduce your speed. That's good. Your speed was well managed, but your altitude needs to be more accurate.
Oh, I was going
You
down
did
a little
well,
bit.
but you can do better.
Let's go down a little bit. Yours is a little bit too high. That's alright. We're a little bit too high. Alright, so we got the basics. Oh, now we're gonna die. Now they want us to do takeoff and landing. Taxi location, runway Holden. Taxi center line, Holden lines. One essential skill before flying in the sky is taxi an aircraft. Start session dedicated to familiarizing with rolling and steering an aircraft on the ground. Use the rudder pedals to steer the aircraft control, rolling speed with throttle and brakes. Taxi ahead and put a runway 21 stop. All right. Hope y'all are enjoying me learning. We'll still be rusty even after a couple days. Once we play this game more often, we'll get back to it. So they want us to go to runway 21.
Let's take a moment to talk about taxiing. Taxiing refers to moving the aircraft on the ground under its own power. In particular, getting from the ramp out to the hold short point on the edge of the runway. Steering on the ground is managed through the rudder pedals. That's right, unlike driving a car, we turn by using our feet. Okay,
Oh
ready?
man, I didn't know you
With the
could do
throttle
that.
idle, release your parking brake. Okay. Now, gently increase throttle to get the aircraft moving. All right. Use your rudder pedal to turn left and enter the taxiway. As you increase power, watch the tachometer and make sure to stay around 1,000 RPM.
We froze, lady. say that was a little weird. We weren't even moving. Like cruising now.
Now test the brakes. Watch your speed. Good. Brakes checked. Taxi to the next exit, then come to a stop. Remember to control your speed with throttle and brakes. See the crossing in front of us? Stop before it as if traffic was coming off the runway.
I don't know how good these brakes are, so that's why I'm like practicing.
All right, taxi to holding point Alpha 1 next. It's at the far end of the airport near the head of runway 21. Stay as close as possible to the taxiway center marked by the yellow line, and watch your speed.
So we're getting this pretty good. I thought sure we're gonna be way, way, way worse.
Watch your speed. Watch your speed. Watch your speed. After the right turn, come to a stop before the hold short point and prep for takeoff.
Right now we're just idling.
That was good taxiing. The next challenge will be to keep the aircraft under control while at full throttle for takeoff.
I mean, we didn't do too bad at that. That was alright. So we're getting there. I mean, we're not the best, but we're getting there. So 55 knots is going to be V1. And then 75 is going to be V2. So we're getting there a little bit. A little bit of a learning curve. With like the cameras and stuff. This is just a Cessna right now, though. Once we start getting into like commercial aircraft, like actual airliners and stuff, I have no idea how to use that like weird flight computer thing.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere. Taking off isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear. Check to the right to see if a vehicle is on the runway, and to the left to make sure no other planes are approaching.
Oh, so they want us to use these. Alright.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. Now slowly taxi onto the runway and align the plane with the center line. Then stop your plane just after the number 21.
Alright, so this is how we can actually see all of our instruments a lot better. That's cool. Use the L1 button in your D-pad. Go ahead and turn off the throttle.
Excellent. All right, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go.
Max and Crosby Weaver said, "Hey, I like your stuff, man."
Hey man, appreciate that.
Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots.
Give me 1 second, man. All right. Let's get her done.
Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. And we're airborne.
All right, we're climbing too, so we're good.
Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple of inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
Yeah, man, we'll have some more music here in a couple weeks. Appreciate you guys like my stuff.
5,500 feet. You've reached your target altitude. Good job.
Appreciate you guys like my stuff, man. Yeah, so one album is on Spotify and all that stuff. The one I put up today is getting approved right now for all that. And then there's a couple songs that are going to be on the next one. So I'm still working on that. If you guys want, you guys can help me name it. I'm really bad at stuff like that, like naming stuff. So you guys can give me your suggestions in the chat and stuff. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. I mean, we're getting that pretty good. We got taxiing. We got takeoff pretty good. Line up your nose. Might help if I'm reading right. Line up the nose of the airplane with the end of the runway. In this transition, you will be placed in conditions that allow you to focus on using the yoke only to land, manage speed and glide path on the final approach. Where the aircraft touch down smoothly. Brake after land. Okay, this is pretty easy stuff. Basically, we're just gonna use the yoke, follow this blue line here, do a smooth landing.
For this landing exercise, I want you to focus on the yoke only. We're close enough to the runway to land safely without adding any throttle. Maintain a speed of around 65 knots. Pitch down if you're going too slow. Pitch up if you're too fast.
So we're doing pretty good right about now. We're doing about 65. Turn a little bit.
your airspeed at 65 knots. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. To flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent for a softer landing, but without ever leveling off or climbing. The main landing gear will touch down before the nose wheel does.
So our flaps and stuff, our rudder, very, very sensitive. Like very, very sensitive.
We're coming.
Yeah. We're going to restart this one because our rudders are very, very sensitive. Yeah, I appreciate you guys liking my music. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted to post it or not. I didn't know if it was any good. Honestly, didn't think people would like it. Guess a lot of people like using it at the gym. So that's pretty cool. Glad you guys are liking it.
For this landing exercise, I want you to focus on the yoke only. We're close enough to the runway to land safely without adding any throttle. Maintain a speed of around 65 knots. Pitch down if you're going too slow. Pitch up if you're too fast.
We're like curved a little bit though. So what they want us to do is do like all of our tires at the same time, basically. Not like you would in like a 747 or something like that. They want
Keep your airspeed at 65 knots. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. To flare means to raise the nose of the aircraft to slow your descent for a softer landing, but without ever leveling off or climbing. The main landing gear will touch down before the nose wheel does.
How do you want us to land, lady?
We're coming up on flare height. Resist the temptation to pull back. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
We are screwed. We are screwed.
Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and
That
bring
was
the
an
plane to a
awful,
stop.
awful landing. That was awful.
Well done, but there's room for improvement. Keep in mind that approaching the runway at the right speed is key to a good landing.
That was awful. Let's be honest. I mean, we're getting it though, but ooh, they're gonna make us do a solo flight. I don't know about that. Okay, aiming point, runway threshold, too high, reduce throttle, too low, increase. Okay. In this training session, you'll be placed in conditions that will allow you to focus on throttle to manage the glide path on the final approach to land. Manage glide path on the final approach, clear the aircraft, touchdown smoothly, brake after landing. Basically the same stuff, just throttle. Yeah, so I'll have some new music in the next couple weeks. I got some more cool ideas. The Rise of the Machines, that was like a concept album. That came pretty fast, to be honest.
Wayne Leaper said, can I ask, are you using a yoke or joystick setup? Or just keyboard and mouse?
Right now I'm using an Xbox controller. Seems to work alright with an Xbox controller. Decreasing the throttle, increasing the throttle can be a little touchy. Your rudders are a little touchy. I might actually get a yoke and all that. So We'll see. If a lot of people want to join me on this game, maybe we'll do that. Do some bat sim stuff. See, I haven't played this game in like, jeez, like 5-6 years. I haven't played this since
Wayne
Flight
Abs
Sim
Wayne
X.
Leaper. Said nice.
What do you play with, man? What type of stuff do you play with? Are you a keyboard and mouse dude, or a controller, or... I think one of my joysticks is a little weird. If I let go, the aircraft just pitches right down. It'll pitch down like 2-3 degrees. So I kind of got to hold it. That's why you guys see me like bouncing up and down. But yeah, maybe here in like, I don't know, a week or two, maybe we'll do like some group flights somewhere. We can all decide and chat, see where we want to start from, see where we want to go. It don't matter how good you are. As long as we're having a good time, that's all that matters. Alright, let's see if we can do
In
this.
this landing exercise, I want you to focus on staying on the glide path using the throttle only. Smooth action on the throttle is key for remaining on the correct
That's
glide
Wayne
path.
Abs Wayne Leaper.
If you find yourself
Said
too
mainly
high,
my
reduce
Xbox
your
controller
power.
on the
If you're
Xbox.
too low,
I
increase
did have a
it.
joystick and
Remember,
throttle
though,
quadrant a
always
while
make
ago,
soft
but it's in
corrections.
storage.
You don't want to overcompensate.
Alright, man. Yeah, I'm using the Xbox controller myself, so I figured it'd probably be set up pretty good since it's on Xbox. We gotta turn just a hair a bit. Keep the speed at 65.
Now you can use the elevator to land.
Yeah, if you guys want to join me here in like a week, I'll sit there and announce it pretty early. We'll probably announce it by noon Eastern
Reduce
Standard
throttle
Time.
to idle. Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim
Try
the
to get more
nose
center.
just above it. Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. You did well, but you can do better.
Yeah, we've been getting B's. We got a couple A's, I think, in the first ones. That's like camera controls and stuff, but as long as we're getting a B, we're doing all right. Let's see. Yeah, we got one C here.
Wayne Abs Wayne Leaper. Said that was silky smooth.
Well, I appreciate it, man. I thought it was kind of iffy. I would have considered that a little iffy. We're kind of to the left too much, but so this one we're going to be combining throttle and the yoke.
Wayne Abs Wayne Leaper. Said ignore that lass, she is too much of a perfectionist.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't die, so I mean, I guess that's a safe landing. The aircraft, I guess, was in one piece. Yeah, so where do you guys like flying on this game? Any cool places? goes up must come down. In this training session, you'll focus on the key techniques for successfully landing. Manage speed, glide path, the final approach for the aircraft to touch down smoothly. Okay, we just did that basically. So we want to control our speeds. We're going at least
Wayne
65
Abs Wayne
knots.
Leaper. Said exactly. But the landing was smooth. Basketball. Said Rotorua to Auckland.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. What's cool about that route, man? Is there like cool sights and stuff to see or stuff to fly around? I don't know how far like a Cessna or something like that could fly either.
Wayne Abs Wayne Leaper. Said okay. Heading off. Have
Yeah, man,
fun.
appreciate that, man. Thanks for stopping by, Wayne. So what's up, basketball? How's life treating you, man? Yeah, maybe next week. I don't know if the weekends work best for everybody. Maybe like Friday or Saturday. We'll do like a group play with everybody in chat.
My first instructor used to say, the best part of flying is landing in one piece. Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare.
We'll try to maintain our 65 knots, keep aligned with the runway here. Slowly descending. Not descending too bad. Oh, I like this game. The graphics are really cool compared to Microsoft Flight X. Well, we're drifting a little bit. Watch that kaleidoscope with air, but we'll keep it like almost where our clock is. We'll start dropping down a hair bit. Our rudders are like super touchy. Maybe I'll have to adjust that. It's probably my best landing. This place is gonna be like this stuff.
Reduce throttle to idle.
Did like a while back, lady.
Now focus on the end of the runway and pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it.
Ooh, that was butter.
Nice. Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring
That
the
was our
plane to a
best
stop.
landing so far.
That was excellent.
Ooh, we nailed that one. Yeah, we didn't stay on the center, but it is what it is. We got it. That was like our best one. That was like butter smooth. Downwind, follow traffic pattern to prepare for a landing. Okay. So now we're gonna have to make 2 turns. Turn to base, turn to final. And then she never even taught us how to turn on flaps. I can't remember where they are in these aircraft. At least we're learning. It's all learning. Appreciate you guys' thumbs up. Yeah, so I'll probably be putting the music on YouTube before it goes on Spotify and stuff. So if you guys subscribe and hit that bell notification on YouTube, you guys will get it before Spotify and all that.
Okay, we're currently flying on the downwind leg at the standard traffic pattern altitude of 6,000 feet. It's a flight path parallel to the landing runway, but in the opposite direction. In downwind, you want to start preparing for landing. That means setting your speed and flaps configuration. Reduce speed to 80 knots. Maintain constant altitude and heading. The flaps provide extra lift at the expense of additional drag. This extra lift allows flying at a lower airspeed. Flaps allow for smoother and shorter landings. Go ahead and extend 10 degrees of flaps, all while maintaining current altitude. We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here. Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you.
Whoa.
That's your cue to turn left onto the base leg.
There we go. Gonna reduce our speed a hair bit. Gotta go up a hair.
Turn left onto the base leg.
Probably turning a little bit too much. So now this lady shows me how to do it.
Try to maintain 1400 RPM. That'll also keep our speed around 65 knots. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. Turn left onto final. Make your left turn onto final.
Lady, that's what I'm doing, homie.
Make your left turn onto final.
Oh, this is
Keep a stabilized approach and prepare for landing.
We didn't turn fast enough. We'll idle the aircraft. We're going way too fast. Can't even use rudders hardly at all. bounce.
Apply the brakes and stop the plane.
That was crap. That was an awful, awful.
That was alright. A little more practice will help your accuracy, though.
We just didn't turn fast enough. Should have just kept with the turn. Alrighty. First solo flight. So we're just basically doing almost a touch and go. Alright, you trained for this. Now it's time to show your skills. Complete standard traffic pattern without assistance from the instructor to take off and climb 75 knots until you reach 54,000. Turn left and cross, then climb 6,000 while maintaining 75 knots once established down on the way. Maintain the Alright. We'll see. So this is our first solo. They still have not taught us how to use the radio or talk to ATC or anything like that, which is a little weird. I think Flight Sim X, they actually did that. Like first, that was like one of the first things they did. Is taught us how to use the ground radio, contact tower.
It's time. Your first solo flight. I'll be watching from the ground in radio contact if you need me, but something tells me you won't. Your goal is to complete Sedona's left-hand traffic pattern on your own. Remember what we covered in our previous sessions, and you'll be just fine. Good luck. See you on the other side.
We're gonna die. We want to hit 75 and go up. We want to hit 57,000 feet. We're going up a little bit too high. Too fast. 6,000 feet. Too much. Too fast. Yeah, me adding trim does not work on this game at all. I gotta almost do this like manually. So what we're watching is our vertical speed. That's the main thing we're watching. Trying to keep it right at like 6,000. Left the base leg. We're a little bit high, but oh. Turn here, but that was way too fast. Crooked. This one's not going to be that good. We're just going a little bit too fast. Oh, I missed the wrong way. Yeah, that one awful. We're just going too fast.
You did well, but you can do better. You're on your way to becoming one hell of a pilot.
Yeah, we're just going a little bit too fast. Alright, so we did these two for today. That's a good spot to stop. Did basic handling, takeoff and landing. So tomorrow we'll do VFR. We'll learn how to do all this. And then we'll do some glider training. This one will probably be a little easy. You got your beeps you gotta watch out for. You got your updrafts that you gotta try staying in, doing your big circles in. This one here is gonna be hard. A320, I think that's like an Airbus. I think an A320 is an Airbus. Push pilot. Got water takeoff, sled takeoffs. IFR, that one might be a little bit scary. ILS approach, into B basics, climb and descent, turn-in, speed control. Alright, y'all. We got two of these down. So tomorrow at 10, we'll do the VFR nav. We'll do glider training. Maybe we'll do a couple more. So we got the basic handling. We got takeoff and landing pretty good. So these ones don't look like there's much there. These ones will probably be pretty easy. I've never done the winch. FSX, never did that. It was always the air tow. Basic handling, bridge thorn, that's for your updrafts and stuff like that. Thermal indicator, that's all your beeps and stuff. These ones here will probably be the hardest for me, to be honest. They're either going to be the hardest or the easiest. I know I can fly the 737 pretty good. 777s, I have no idea how to fly them at all. That's all like that weird computer thing that's down here. I have no idea how to use that. So if you guys got any tips for that, leave it in the comments when we do that one. So we got a B on that. That ain't bad. However, there's old planes, like 1960s. But alright, y'all. We're going to jump off here for tonight. So make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the bell notification down below. We'll catch you in the next one. We'll be doing this tomorrow at 10 p.m. We might play, one of our viewers wanted us to play Skyrim VR. I don't know if you guys want to see that. That'll be through PlayStation, so that'll be only on YouTube. We got Skyrim VR we can play. Or we got Sleeping Dogs we can do. So if you guys want to see one of them, we'll see what you all think. Leave a comment. Which ones you guys want to see? Whatever wins, that's what we'll do.
Thanks for tuning in to LS Gaming tonight.
Alright guys, I'm jumping off.
Everything's alright.
Thanks for stopping by.
We drove the highways, worked the fields, shared adventures, nothing concealed. From the city lights to country charms, together we made in each other's arms. Before you go, don't forget to show your support. Help the channel grow, like comment and subscribe. Join me in let's game and drive. Every click and share helps us on our way, bringing you more content day by day. From trucking roads to farming lands, we're here together hand in hand. Before you go, don't forget to show your support. Help the channel grow, like, comment, and subscribe. Join me as game and drive.
Hit that like, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, let the love flow. Your feedback keeps us on the go. LS Gaming, let's make it go.
Before you go, don't forget to show your support. Help the channel grow, like, comment, and subscribe. Join me as game and drive. Thank you all for being here. See you next time to persevere. Like, comment, and subscribe. LS Gaming, when you feel alive.
Thank you all for being here. See you next time. Let's persevere. Like, comment, and subscribe. LS Gaming, where you feel